my YouTube people. Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. Hope you're having a great day. It's a super warm day here in Colorado, which is awesome. I'm so tired of the cold weather. We are over here by, if you watched my last building video, by the tote. Now, sorry that video was so bouncy and shaky. You don't notice it until you're watching it on the TV. Well, I didn't notice it until I was watching it on the TV. But I am looking for a better camcorder, not camera, with a better stabilization in it and a mic. So if anybody knows of a decent priced one that has good stabilization and a detachable mic, please let me know down in the comments, because I am looking for one, and it doesn't cost a fortune. I don't want one that costs a fortune, because the one I'm using now is I bought about 2 years ago when my channel first started, and now I'm looking for a slight upgrade. Not totally expensive upgrade, but just one that has better stabilization, and a mic would be nice. And hopefully a wide angle lens would be cool too. But anyways, the last video you saw me making was putting up this video tote. Was putting up this water tote. And I told you if we got some rain, I'd show you if we got anything in it. So we must have done something right up there with the downspout. Yes, that is a solar light, so anything that walks through here, it'll click on. That way we know before we let the dogs out. But there is a fair amount of water in it, which is awesome. So we did something right there. Got a decent rain the other night. But as you can see, this area looks a lot different. Reworked some compost walls there and down here so that it's not falling over anymore. And then we put up a new fence to keep the dogs out of the garden. And I did till that again. And then we're going to be putting in some potatoes all along right there. So keep an eyeball out for a potato planting video that is going to be 2 ways. But today we are starting another project, and that is finally getting to the bunny pens. Again, sorry for the bouncy video. The last one, and I'm sure this one is too. I need one with better stabilization. A camcorder, not camera, because that's what I use, is a camcorder. But anyways, let's go pull out some wood, get the chop saw out, and start these bunny pens. So that's about going to wrap it up for today. I didn't show you everything because I didn't want to bore you, but here are the 2 floor bases. These are just the floors, frames for now. Well, I'm going to call it for today because I'm running out of light and I need to go do some other things. But at least I got the floor frames done. The next thing I'll show you, which today is Tuesday, I'll probably end up doing some more work on it Thursday. I'll show you putting in the floor. Yes, I did just put these all together with brads. The way they jump around, that's not going to hold. I know that. That's just to hold it all together for now. Later I'm going to come back through before I go putting on the floor and run some screws into each board to hold it all together. I just use the brads for now to keep it together so I can run the screws through it. So that's going to call it for today. I at least got the floor frame done. So I hope you'll stick around. Hopefully this won't be a too freaking long video. But the next thing we're going to do is the flooring, which I'll show you on Thursday. So thanks for watching so far. We'll at least get the floor done in this video. Okay, it is wickedly windy here today. It is Friday. And not even sure if you're able to hear me. It's so freaking windy. But today we are going to finish the floor of these rabbit pens. First thing we're going to be doing is putting some screws into each piece to hold it in place because those brad nails aren't going to hold, as I said before, so we're going to do that real quick, and then we'll start in on the flooring. Now I'll show you some of it, won't show you all of it because I don't need my camera blowing over. So let's get to work. I'm going to drill more holes, put in all the screws, and then we'll move on to the next step. Well, I got both of the floor basing all screwed together. Now let's move on to the fencing, because half of it's going to be this fencing for the outside part and then flooring on the inside. So for now, let's staple this fencing into place. I'll show you some of it, not all of it, because again, I don't need my camera blowing over. It's the only one I have. It's rather tedious. I'm going to go all the way around on this one, and then I'm going to move over to that one and do the same thing. Yes, that fencing is a different color and a bit wider, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to underlap it under the floor. Under the floor. So I'm going to finish staple these in, and then we'll move on to the flat part of the floor. As you can see, I got the wire flooring in place. Now it's time to do the straight flooring. So now the next step is to cut and sand these boards. So let's go do that. I'm going to finish up these other ones and I will show you sanding them. Get the point? This is how I have to sand them because there's no planer small enough for these how thin this wood is. So I'm going to do this on all sides, on all the pieces, and I'll bring you back when we're going to staple them all together. Again, I don't need my camera blowing over. That would suck. Well, I got all those planks nicely sanded. So now the only thing left to do is to staple them in place. I'm going to use the same staples that I used on the fencing part. On the open part. Yes, as you can see, there is going to be some gaps, but that's okay. So if they piddle or something in there, it'll run through and not just pool right there. So I'm going to staple these all into place real quick, and I'll bring it back and show you the finished flooring. So there is the finished flooring. I just finished stapling it all in place. Didn't realize I ran out of room on my SD card on my main camera, so I'm filming this last part with my phone. So the next step is to build the walls mostly and the top. Now, yes, there is some gaps, as you can see down there. As I said before, that's fine. That's no big deal. Because if they piddle in there, then it'll just run out rather than pool. And plus, this was all free. I haven't had to pay for a thing yet, buy a thing yet for these projects. So there we go. There is the finished flooring. This is part 1. Please stay tuned for part 2 of the bunny pen build. So far so good. Going somewhat okay. Just super windy today. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Part 1 of the bunny build. This was just the flooring. So thanks for watching Just What I Do Today. Please subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Leave a comment down below on how you think I'm going so far, and if you have any tips on how to do things. I'm more than willing to take any advice. So again, thanks for watching Just What I Do Today. Please subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. Stay tuned for part 2. Later, taters.